Hey guys, welcome back to That's a Fetch. And today I'm going to be talking about an open casting call for teenage musical theater actors. So I know I haven't made a That's a Fetch video in like maybe weeks. I haven't been keeping count because I've had school and other stuff. And I will be uploading a video this Friday that I was supposed to upload Monday, but I was too lazy to edit, so it will be out this Friday. And yeah, I'm back. And next time I take a hiatus, I'll maybe make a video about it. But anyway, I will eventually make an official intro to That's So Fetch. But for now, let's just roll the opening, the intro, my channel intro, my new channel intro, my unofficial new channel intro. I will probably re-update it with clips of me. So as I said, today I'll be talking about an open casting call. So this won't be a review or anything, but next week I might do another review, depending. But yeah, so there is an open casting call for a new musical feature film called Teenage Musical. The casting is being done by Frank Casting. That is spelled Franck, and I will put the link to the website down in the description because you can find information about the roles being cast and the union, the pay, the location. So the union is SAG, just SAG, not SAG-AFTRA. It's just a SAG thing. And so like if you were to get cast, you'd be working under a SAG contract, at least for the leads. And the location is Palm Beach County, Florida. I do not remember what the pay is, but I know they have it listed on the website. But the casting call is also on multiple other websites like Backstage, Actors Access, and Playbill.com in the job listing. Well, I'm not sure if it's on Actors Access. I think from what I've heard, it's on Actors Access. But I know it's definitely on Backstage and Playbill, and I will also link those down in the description. Why can't you just use the website? I don't know, but might as well just link it down there. And the submission process is only submitting a resume and headshots. So after you submit that, the casting directors will go through it and then they'll reach out to you if they want you to audition. So like, what does this mean? I guess that you'd want to have some skills that they might be looking for on the resume because they require you to be able to sing and have some dance training, like be able to dance well. And for the leads, you have to be able to dance because it's a musical. So it's a bunch of dancing and stuff and singing. And of course you have to be able to act because it is also a film, and films tend to be more, musical films tend to be a little more serious and dramatic. Like even if it's like a comedy, it just has more of a film presence when it comes to just the speaking parts or anything like that, versus when it's actually being done on stage, because when you're doing that, you got to be a little more open and extra to add that effect, since you're on stage and you can't just have those camera angles moving, so you got to be open to the audience and stuff like that. So you got to be able to do film acting as well as stage acting, because you never know, that could also come in handy, especially during musical numbers, since that will be more, from what I've seen, probably be more stage-like than the actual acting parts. Because there's gonna be blocking, but you know what I mean. It's just, you should be able to do film acting, singing, and dancing, and have that on your resume, have that show and then like get some good headshots and submit them either through a website or through the email given on Playbill and casting director's website. And then I guess after that, all you can do is hope that they will reach out to you and ask you to audition. And then after that, if you get further than that, you just have to hope that they cast you, or that you at least get like a callback or a screen test or all that stuff. And since we are in the middle of COVID, those kind of things aren't really certain, and especially if you're like maybe a new coming actor and you don't have like that establishment and stuff, knowing that like what's gonna happen is probably gonna happen for something good or something. Like this big Hollywood actors, they're usually already down in Hollywood, so they don't have to do like a much plane traveling or anything to get to the sets. So, and they know what they're doing. They have like this reassurance that it might be safe or it might not be safe, and they're already there, so they don't have to do like a lot of traveling. But for like beginner actors, there is the traveling thing, which might not be that dangerous, but like still things are very uncertain at this time. And the location is Florida. So from what I remember, it is like a lower part of Florida, under Orlando, like 3 hours from Orlando. So if you were to head down there, like if you are a resident there, or you're not, like if you're a resident there, then you should definitely submit, because it would just be a drive and you wouldn't have to worry about traveling and housing, because like traveling and housing are a very uncertain thing, like especially if you're trying to stay at a hotel or rent an apartment, like especially like those like big places, like if you don't have like a house or something already in the area, or a apartment that you already go to and maybe know the neighbors that because you've been there for like a couple years or something. It's kind of dangerous, like moving in and all that stuff, having all these people around you for the process of that, especially in a hotel, because even though we are in like a pandemic, there's probably still going to be people booking rooms and stuff like that. And so yeah, that's something you probably have to worry about. And then traveling, from what I've heard and seen in articles, not that big of a risk when you're traveling on plane and stuff, but you should still be cautious of that. But I say if you're local to the area, or at least to the state, and you can make the drive, and like you're an actor who does musical theater and stuff, you should definitely check that out. If you're out of state, you should still check it out, because why not? So now I'm going to tell you about the roles and the age and the type of casting, and then you can go on the website and check out the descriptions for yourself, because I'm not going to read all that. Okay, so from what I have here, the minimum pay for leads is $206. And from what I've seen on other websites, because I'm currently on the casting director website, but what I've seen from websites like Playbill, it is per day, and the minimum for non-union supporting actors is $125, and it is most likely to start next year in January. And so, starting with the leads, there is Mandy, which is a 15 to 17-year-old female, and all ethnicities are welcome to submit to that role. Then there is Kayla, the 15 to 7-year-old female, and they want a Caucasian actor for that one. And then there's Jake, a 17 to 21-year-old, to realistically play an 18 to 19, and all ethnicities are, I just said the word, are welcome to submit. Now on to supporting leads, there's Gavin, a 15 to 8-year-old boy, all ethnicities. And then there's Dana, a 15 to 8-year-old, and all ethnicities. And this is a girl. And there's Jennifer, 15 to 18-year-old female, all ethnicities again, Olivia, 15 to 8-year-old, all ethnicities. Then there's Kat, 15, or now we're in supporting, starting with Jennifer. That's just supporting. So back to Kat. Kat, 15 to 8-year-old female. All ethnicities are welcome to submit for that. Then there's Billy, a 15 to 8-year-old male, all ethnicities. Ty, a 15 to 8-year-old male, all ethnicities. And Dave, a 40 to 50-year-old male, and they don't specify, from the website I'm looking at, they don't specify any ethnicities. So we can just assume all ethnicities are welcome to submit. Then we have Betty, who is a 25 to 40-year-old female, all ethnicities. Then we go on to the feature to basically, I guess, they have talkie roles, but they still kind of blend into the background, like featured background actors. Megan, a 13 to 15-year-old female, all ethnicities. Stella, a 13 to 15-year-old female, all ethnicities. Mia, a 13 to 15-year-old female, all ethnicities. Ian, a 13 to 15-year-old male. We can only assume that it's male, all ethnicities. And then Callie, a 9 to 12-year-old Caucasian female. So for most of the main roles, they want like 15 to 18-year-olds or older high school kids. But for background, you can be younger, like middle school, junior high, early high school. But yeah, for the main roles, they want like 15 to 18-year-olds. So if you are 15 to 18-year-old and you're interested in doing something like this, you should definitely check this out. The links will be in the description. Go check that out. And that is it for today. That's all I have. That's all the information I have on the casting call right now. And from what I've seen from backstage, submission is set to close around November 18th. So go submit. Submit your resume, headshot, and see what happens from there. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and comment down below any other musicals you'd like me to review, or theater things you'd like me to do, or any casting calls you'd like me to talk about or look into. Like Chelsea and Company is casting right now a musical called A Strange Loop, and before it closes today though, like, cause they extended it and now it closed today, but they are casting another role, but no information's released on that. But they were looking for someone to play Cyrus in the Hulu series Love, Victor, and from what I've seen, they have another role on Cast of Talent for a character called Lucy, but there's no information on her and there is no sides available for her yet. But I will link that down in the description so you guys can check it out if you'd want to. And so you could keep yourself up to date and see if anything is released for Lucy. So, bye guys.